I think doing so well in the initial Demon Souls stream really lulled me into a false sense of security vis-a-vis the Soul games. But in any case, I'm not getting enough damage off of that to make it worthwhile. So I'll just go ahead and use this to soften him up. And then as he moves in, I'll go ahead and use some melee. Yeah, I'm probably just going to go ahead and pick away at him until I see him try to cast again. This might turn to get close. That's not much damage. That's not really worth it then. Okay. There's that grab. Oh, that was whiffed a little bit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one can't actually hit you if you're downstairs from him. Okay, yeah, clearly I think I'm using a longer weapon than I actually am with the Morningstar. There we go, let's try to hit his leg. Yep, took that risk, paid off. Yeah, so he's going to have issues hitting me from here. But not with that. Alright, duck behind a pillar that'll absorb those lightning bolts. Pretty much anything standing will do it because the bolts drop down so much when they try to fly to you, like so. Wonder if all those spells have kind of softened him up yet. Nope, didn't get a stagger. Ooh. Well, I almost sacrificed it all for a couple extra, for a little melee style points. And gotcha. Alright, let's go ahead and get to the bonfire in the forest. Magic weapons should make up for the deficiencies of pretty much everything besides slashing, dealing with the shrubs. Shrubbed here. I also don't think I've ever fought these guys without either a pyromancy or a shield, so that's going to be... they're kind of annoying. Cardu, have you verified the if you need the crest or not? Because I should be able to get I should be able to farm enough souls to get it between the Stone Knights and a fun trick here. You can actually damage them while he's still on the ground. You can't backstab them, but doesn't hurt to get in good position behind them too. Takes some time to turn around and attack you. Obviously, even though the Moonlight Butterfly does resist magic, you have more than enough spell slots to go ahead and take it out at range. I think I'll also go ahead and use up a humanity to increase my drop rate a little bit for those knights, because I don't think I'll ever have enough strength to actually use the Stone Greatsword. And don't need the crest to open Sif's door well enough then. So that being the case, if I remember right, basically what you have to do if you're not using... Well, you don't have to fight Havel. You can just skip him. Okay. Excellent. Well, thanks for the heads up. Oh, too slow. I had a feeling that was going to play out the way that did. So you pretty much need strike for them as well. I thought thrust would work. I wanted to give it a try, but yeah, not so much. Okay. Do I have a good alternative here? Yeah, so far just the Morning Star. Yeah, I know you can get the mace in the catacombs. That's a bit out of the way, though. Yeah, let's go with it. Alright, let's get some more magic weapon. Yeah, as long as I don't actually try casting Tranquil Walk of Peace, I'm in pretty good shape. I think that'll take me, what, 4 hits? 5 to deal with them? That's not bad. Also be nice if I could get Egg of Vermifuge from these guys. Probably not going to happen, though. Of course, it's usually get a couple hits in. That's not terrible damage, really. Hey, Manny, probably a good, probably another hour or two. Oh, at last it lingers from them. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and pretty much just book it to the butterfly. I don't remember how many souls I get for killing her, but it should be enough. Stuff to do with him, of course. that back hop. With the stamina regain and do it. Interesting. So they're not that hard to stagger either. So that's also good to know. Butterfly is 10k. Thank you. That sounded right. I know the soul is only like what, 1800. I want to say. It's kind of funny. I was starting to say earlier, I was fighting them like I was fighting the old knights from Dark Souls 2, just kind of circling around and avoiding their swings. .2, yes, 1200. Nice. Yeah, I knew it was low. I had tried using the duplication glitch on Moonlight Butterfly Souls, before I could get to Quelaag, and yeah, it was pretty slow going. The deceptively short range of sorceries is, yeah, I didn't think that'd be much of a factor, but it definitely is. Of course, not having a shield is definitely going to make this trickier. So we kind of actually hope to get the big attacks. Yeah, that is really hard to dodge. I should probably have my better weapon ready for... I guess I should probably actually be keeping kind of like, you know, keep close to the... There we go. Oh, that's not much at all. I wonder if he's resistant to thrust. Yeah, I'm probably going to go ahead and keep close to that fog door for dealing with the scatter attack. Because, yeah, there aren't really much else I can do about it. Okay. Interesting. So that 3 hits is that. Alright, almost got her. That should do it, I think. There we go. So that'll be about 15,000. So the... I guess the question, do I want to go ahead and glitch up to 20,000? You know, I have wasted enough time on this stream fighting Havel. Let's go ahead and skip that. You know, save us a step now. So I'll go ahead and use the Moonlight Butterfly soul to get to the... Well, actually, I'll see how many souls I'm still short when I get the Wolf Ring. Because I need to, that would also probably be a good investment. And the Old Knights are... Or Old Knights. The Stone Knights are 600 a pop, which isn't bad, especially for this early in the game. Yep, do your thing, buddy. Especially if they cooperate and just do that. Can trees bleed? I always thought it'd be kind of amusing if the battle axes got a unique bonus against the plant enemies. Oh, right, these guys. Yeah. Green Blossom? No. Can't always go what you want. Oh, guess that one saw what happened to his brother. But I will not be fooled. And yeah, even if it's not much of an increase when you're, especially early on, the magic weapon buffs are, yeah, they're not great, but yeah, they matter. Yeah, and I also need to do, it's gradually coming back to me too, the fact that you should do things like, you know, R1, R1, R2 if you're going to be running out of stamina anyway. You know, why not just get the extra damage? Alright, we have a Stone Knight and a bunch of... And this guy actually, I mean, if I remember right, he actually shows up and attacks if you would try to go up those stairs. Let's go ahead and deal with them. Oh, he did his tranquil walk of peace. That's not good. Yeah. Yeah, I keep thinking because the player version was nerfed to last 10 seconds, I keep underestimating just how long theirs does. I think they get the full 30 or whatever it used to be. So I thought I could just be cute and pick off the frogs, or the mantas while I was doing that, but yeah, not so much. All right. It's actually a lot of damage, isn't it? It doesn't seem like they'd be that dangerous, but... There we go. Got all the green blossom. Alright, if a great soul arrow almost kills the mantas, I'm willing to bet a heavy one probably do it in one. Let's head up here. Yes. Interesting, if you approach from this side, you don't have to deal with the Stone Knight. I got it that before it rolled off. Alright, and then I think there's him and there's one more, as I recall. Let's do that. I think that'll work. There we go. Yeah, go ahead and cast it. Because I got you. Stone Great Shield. I was kind of hoping for the Great Sword. It doesn't scale well with Int, but I remember that it does. And of course another Int-based sword is, Oh, that's back the way I came. Yeah, it's so easy to get turned around in here. Especially when, you haven't played the game in almost a year. Yeah, it's this way. Collecting all these souls for. Well, I figured that I'd go ahead and buy the crest anyway, just to save a trip the long way. Interesting. If I time it just right, at the maximum range, I should get enough. There we go. Because yeah, if you mainly Dex and Strength, a little bit of Int, right. Yeah, so not really worth it. I remember it has a decent chunk of base magic damage, at least as I recall. So is that the only shrub I'm dealing with? I think there's one more. No, just him. Three. Cast. That should do it. Yep. Oh, not quite. Oh, we both missed each other because of the animations. That's always fun. All right. I can't think. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I just wanted to. I was just so gung ho about playing with the new monitor and hard drive. Actually store video again and get back to editing and everything. I just jumped right in, and I had a pretty nasty bout with my sinuses today. Of course, I live in the Midwest, so that's nothing new. Yeah, that actually brought me really close. And part of it too, thinking about the Stone Greatsword, is just the dearth of favorite weapons that favor int in this game. Like, I'm also thinking of how useless the Moonlight Butterfly Horn is now that I have that soul. I mean, the shield isn't bad. Very high magic resistance. You can use it for Gwendolyn at least. Okay. So we'll go ahead and take those out of rotation. Moonlight Butterfly Soul. I have, yeah. Presto. Oh, that leaves me just short, doesn't it? Ah, such a small, worthless soul. There we go.
I have seen one. I can produce
Divine weapons. Probably won't be using that because we're not raising faith, but you can use them in the catacombs if you had in mind.
Most weapon, but every hunk of metal. If you noticed your
Durability running low.
Blacksmith like me. The nice thing about weapons,
weapons never betray you until you get to the ones that spew acid, and there goes all your stuff. Still doing Heart of Forest. Yeah, because if we... that being said, okay. Because you can go the long way. The big trick is beating the Hydra. I don't know if you can, or if it's possible to run past it while it's still alive, but I tried it, on that Soul Level 1 run I mentioned earlier, and I could not get up that ladder without getting killed by the Hydra. So I'm going to have to deal with it, and that's the thing I was worried about, not being able to with the Spellblade system. I'm trying to think here. I think I will go ahead and use the Claymore, because it's a great sword. It has that 60% physical resistance. So I'm going to bump my strength up to 16 so I can block with it, and just try to deal with it. Okay. 16. Definitely need some more vitality, as that's clearly shown. Okay, I think that'll do. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Yeah, the Hydra is a big break point for this kind of character. Yeah, my big reason is the talisman of the Ulasil Catalyst, But for the fixed damage, it does. That'll let you coast for a long time without raising your ends.
Well, use it. Need it.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick little bit of math here. We need 9. Yeah, 9 shards though to get it to +5. That sounds good. One, 2, 4, 5.
Don't get yourself.
And then we'll get to the bonfire. And if I'm already going to be in mid-roll from this, let's go ahead and get a little more defense going. So I've got another 8 pounds to play with. Will that... Yes, just enough. We're back to the boar hat. I'll probably go ahead and make a play at the for the oh nice. I'll go ahead and make a play for killing the Black Knight. I don't strictly need to, but it'd be good to get that out of the way. Let's see. There's also a lizard over here. Let's go ahead and make sure we've got Soul Arrow lined up in case it gets away. Just in time. And then we'll finish it off with a little bit of magic. Another Titanite chunk. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and get the leather set. We won't be using the bow, obviously. But a little more variety in the armor selection. Nothing wrong with that. And then the Black Knight is right down here. So I recall, and that leads to the Hydra. Yeah, that is a good point, but with this restriction, the poking aspect of it wouldn't be quite as useful. And, oh, I did not mean to trigger him so early. I wanted to buff up. Well, let's go ahead and take advantage of that by getting to the bonfire first. That's true, the robes are really good. Yeah, I hadn't decided whether to do a proper Let's Stream, kind of showing the game in, a more or less a proper sequence, and not relying on the master key or anything. Kind of put that to the side to try fighting Havel, and you saw how that worked. Where did the knight go? It should have been reset with the... Oh, there he is. I was hoping for the backstab there. Yeah, being in mid-roll is going to make getting the backstab harder. Ah, that actually kind of worked. So you're gonna take the short way down, or the long way? The long way. There we go. And I think that means I can plunging attack. No, I didn't quite get that, but I count that as a moral victory. Still got the kill even as he fell. And the blue chunk is useful. I'll probably actually be using that with this run when I start getting magic weapons. It is disappointing how the magic and enchanted paths are so inferior to just getting a weapon to +15 or even +10 for the most part. And It doesn't reset Black Knights. Interesting. I didn't know that. Like, yeah, getting a weapon to plus 15, or I'm pretty sure even plus 10, and then using Crystal Magic Weapon on it is so much better. Alright. Now we got a couple of these golems to deal with. It is possible to have the Hydra deal with them for you. Kind of had the same thought there. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough Estus to pull this off. Not with face tanking it. And the last time I tried this, I had the Heal Miracle to make up the difference. Let's see. No, that didn't work. Oh, I did not expect those crystals to go up like that. Wow. And I am not able to land a hit. Well, there's a blue Titanite chunk. No, I didn't have the souls for it. Yeah, I asked about the Bellowing Dragon Crest ring. Yeah, I just remembered I don't have the chat on the stream, so I should probably have some acknowledgement of what I'm responding to. Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be able to pull this off. Well, let's see. I can kindle it. That'll get me 10. Yeah, that should do. 10, and then being really careful with the golems. Can you drop off? No. Yeah, so you can't drop off till you get over here. Okay. And I'll go ahead and take advantage of this. That's once again convenient saving measure. Verse and Kindle. Given how easy Pinwheel is and how easy to get to him, I probably should have, you know, gotten the Rite of Kindling and used it for stuff like this. But you can, you know, haha, no problem. All right, let's see. And I don't really have any other spells that would help here. One handy thing about the Hydra, and you have to be pretty close in order to pull it off, but you can actually target the heads and the stumps that they leave behind with, you know, you can target them. And if you're close enough, obviously the distance of, you know, the fact that arrows travel further than spells, you know, I don't know, that they'll dissipate unless you're really close to the Hydra, but that is a strategy. And bait the attack. Any minute now. There we go. One down with no damage. This guy shouldn't be much of a problem either. forgot how slow that swing is. And range is a bit of an issue too. There comes another guy. I wonder how well spells will do. Probably not very. Nice. And that should do that. Let's go ahead and speed this up. Again, not much of an increase, but you know, it's something. It does seem kind of random whether you're allowed to get a plunging attack or not. All right, here we go. Normally if you rush right at him... Oh, no. If you rush right at him, he will not spam the water quite as much, but he definitely isn't playing along this time. Oh, nope, that didn't work. Yeah, he did not want to come to the shore that time. This is one of the annoying things. This one usually... Well, it's the other way around. I've almost never had a problem with the Ash Lake Hydra, you know, moving in as you move in. Yeah, I guess that's probably true. I might have been on the wrong shore. But yeah, I have always had dickens of a time trying to, you know, get that Hydra to swim in and get up to him. Oh, right, yeah, I know that. I've you know, contrary to what the stream is indicating, I have beaten this game quite a few times, but but yeah, that's always one of the issues I was having with, you know, trying to get it to move in. And yeah, I think part of it is that you need to be approaching from the right side rather than the left. It's just in the way the lake, the shore curves. Ooh, ouch. Well, I took care of that one. In fact, the Hydra attacks from so far away, too. So it looks like a 1 jump attack plus 2 R2s. We'll go ahead and deal with him. That's good. Anything to deal with to make the tedious part of this easier. Oh, nice. If the Hydra's going to help me out, I will not refuse. Oh. Refusal comes with a price. Okay. Then hopefully the next water blast will be high. Like so. And keep moving in. Excellent. And now... There we go. And that should be close enough. And the fun begins. It's a lot less damage than I was thinking I'd have taken. I guess the next time that he should probably go ahead and yeah, next time I get a lull in the action, should probably go ahead and cast Magic Weapon. I got a pretty good spot going. Yeah. Gotta be careful when you're at the angles like this, that you don't fall in when you go after one of the heads. Ah, They didn't swing. Oh, but I probably didn't have enough stamina after blocking the head and then... Ah. Didn't get a hit there. And of course, if you have to run back after one of the heads, there's a pretty good chance that it'll be out of range. Or that it'll move you out of range, rather. Slowly but surely. Yep, just like that. Although, yeah, if you're close enough, you're not too much danger from the water blasts. I didn't get a hit there. That's what I meant. If that was any further, then I probably would have fallen into the water there. Ah. Okay, clearly I just need to bait him and then start heading back. There's another one. And another. Oh, I think I got the hit. I saw the health bar flash. Alright, from here, I'm just going to go ahead and try catching those, the parts as they extend. Like so. Yeah, make sure I'm not moving myself too far forward. I think I could probably go ahead and... Oh, didn't quite work. Oh, nice. Okay, so now he's basically too far to get those incidental hits. Okay. No problem, we'll just go ahead and triangulate one of the heads. You'll do. Would do if it wasn't stuck in the rock. Ah. Chasing those last couple heads. What am I doing? I don't have to. Alright, buddy. There we go. Oh, yeah, that was one of those rare instances where, you know, I actually killed him by cutting off heads rather than actually doing, you know, doing enough damage to the body. Now, if I remember right, you have to undergo a loading screen to get the gold golem to appear to free Dusk. So let's go ahead and do so. Let's see. Being soaked in water doesn't reduce your doesn't reduce the damage taken by fire in this game like it does in 2. So I could probably get some damage in with black fire bombs, if nothing else works. And of course I'm going to have Greater Magic Weapon up just to, you know, get a little bit of help on it. Okay. There he is. Remember, he aggroes from pretty far away. Yep, there he goes. Math-wise, I think my best bet is going to be getting a couple hits from Great Soul Arrow, Does that cast a lot faster than... Yeah. Still not much damage. That's not bad. I don't think I've ever been hit with the physical part of that move, just the crystals. I guess that is a fear too. Ouch. Try to bait an attack. Heal. Alright. Yep, survive the Hydra, the real boss, Gold Golem. I think, is there a safe place I can fight him? I don't think there is. Oops, I meant for that to be a jump attack. I guess he only goes so far. Interesting. Well, I guess that would be an easy way to cheese him out here. Alright. Back to me, buddy. So slow. Yeah, he does not want to. He does not want to do this. There we go. Ah. Seriously. Well, 1, 2 should do it. There we go. Is that someone in Orlando? Nice.
So, tis thou.
Yeah, dueling. I mean, PvP is bad enough in Anor Londo without people without invaders that troll you.
I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long.
All right, Dusk of Ulasil. She ties into the DLC, which I do not have, will not be getting to.
Ulasil is the home of
but if you're a sorcerer,
sorceries.
she sells some stuff that nobody else does.
This profound knowledge to thee.
Profound knowledge.
Would this
I'm feeling pretty proud of herself. Of course, if you tell her no, you don't get a second shot. You do for some other NPCs. Like Laurentius, the Pyromancer, will always ask. You get one shot if you give the wrong answer to Las Quilana. But Dusk, if you say no, she just disappears, and that's that.
Great flames guide thee.
I have had that happen too. Yeah, it's like, I don't know if it's a first time thing or just an overconfidence thing, but yeah, a lot of people just underestimate how dangerous the Royal Sentinels are. As you go right up on the edge, you can actually jog along the grass here. That is the way we will be going to go the back way to Sif. We'll probably be doing that next. I'm pretty sure I could beat her with Magic Weapon and the bonus damage we'll be getting from the stuff we're getting from Dusk right here. Alright. The Summon Sign, probably the only one you can access if you're hollowed. And that just brings her to sell you stuff.
I am Dusk of Ulasil. It is an honor to see thee again. I shall follow thy wishes.
See thee from about 3 minutes ago. Harper Bow, kind of missed it in Dark Souls 2. They have a dueling bow, but not quite the same. Alright. Hidden Body. I love using this with the archers in Anor Londo. Lets you get past them no problem. We'll also, well, of course we want the catalyst. That's half the reason we did this. Repair is good too. Hidden Weapon is pretty much only useful in PvP. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work on enemies. Cast Light will let you get through the Tomb of the Giants. Without you have to manage the uses of it, but it will definitely save you the need of having to use up either your hand slot or your head slot on other light boosting items or light granting items. The rest of it, I am going to want repair, and I don't really want to make another trip. Let's see, I'm 2,000 soul short.
Praise up. I only made.
Do I have soul items? Let's see. That should do it. Not. I think I'll be just short, but I can break into some undead souls if need be. Now this will do it.
I am dusk. It isn't. I shall follow.
Repair is most useful in saving you repair powders. There's only a handful of things that can actually break your equipment, but when they do, they'll pretty much break it instantly. Like the Ulasil, like the catalysts, with the exception of one or two, all have fairly low hit points. And yeah, one blast of acid from the those worm guys, I forgot what they're called, in Lost Izalith will just destroy it. Okay, at this point we're going back to the bonfire to recover, well, to recover Estus and spell uses. And I'm probably going to go ahead and switch back to light armor for the run. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and try to take out, we're definitely going to get the Hornet Ring. That won't be a problem. But I'm probably also going to go ahead and try to take out Sif while I'm at it, because she isn't really that hard a boss fight. And you might as well get it done now. That way I can traipse through the forest later without having to worry about being invaded. Okay. Regular soul arrows will be worthless, but I don't really think I have anything better to throw at her. No. So that'll do. And can I trim down to light roll with this? No, I would need Havel's ring. Well, let's get Havel's ring. We're right here. We don't really have anything to lose. And this is probably the way you're supposed to get to Havel, by going through the woods by Andre's place and beating the Moonlight Butterfly. That gives you the key that you would normally need to open the watchtower he's imprisoned in. Alright, just inside that door. I'm thinking with the improved damage of the Claymore, or the higher base damage I should amend, I think I'll probably... Hello. he was waiting for me. I think I should probably end up doing more than I was with the rapier. 201, yes, excellent. So the critical modifier is good, but not the be-all end-all. Come on, Havel, charge me. You want to. Ah, interesting. The shockwave got me, but not the actual attack itself. It is pretty awesome that a melee weapon is powerful enough to have that shockwave attack. Looks like I'm probably just going to need 2 hits, or 2 more backstabs, rather. Ooh, ouch. Got greedy. So I'm just going to stick with the backstabs. It's only going to take 5, and I can afford to wait for the easy, the easy to bait swings. Or the easy to dodge swings. I mean, obviously you want to be baiting the good ones, but you don't have any control over what he uses. I guess besides staying at a distance and trying to get him to use the charge attack, but there's nothing keeping him from just stalking toward you and using whatever he wants. Honestly, this is just my game design kind of interest coming to the fore. But really, nothing destroys the immersion isn't the right. Destroying your immersion is the phrase. Nothing quite destroys the I guess illusion of good AI. Quite like realizing that the enemies are just drawing from a random drawing from a roulette. forgot to buff up that time. Hope that doesn't cost me. So it went from 190 to 201. That may be the difference, actually. Yeah, that will be the difference between doing it in 4 or 5 attacks or 6. Yeah, as long as he sticks with those, I'm fine. Because those, the attacks where he winds up, basically the two-handed swings, you know, because regardless of what he uses, it's going to kill you in one hit. So yeah, the ones that you can, you see them coming, you have time to get past him, so you won't be hit by, you won't be in the radius of the swing. Nice. Okay. Yep, just had to switch weapons. Yeah, who would have thought the dagger or the rapier would be better at backstabbing than a giant sword? But, well, I guess it is a silly question. Actually, you'd probably not want to get hit by the giant sword. And with Havel's ring, we can go ahead and see that bumps us up to 22.5. So we can either... Oh, silly question. Of course, we're going to... Oh, well, I'm not fast wrong. Oh, I did the math wrong. 19, not 25. Yeah, because I was thinking 100, not 75. Well, drat. That would also be... Yeah, it'd also be mid-roll. There we go. Not that it makes much of a difference. I mean, chainmail isn't all that, but it makes me feel better. And we'll go ahead and take one more. I say stab. It would be a series of stabs, of course. More slashes with this weapon, and trying to get a few more blue chunks. Oh, took that hit pretty well. Yeah. That should do it. Yes. Still rate I miscalculated there because it was close. Yeah, if I had the stagger and I knew I'd have it, but not worth the risk with the other guy moving in. Kind of interesting is that once you know the math, it kind of changes how you approach certain fights. Like, I remember one time I was doing a... I think it was just a generic, you know, use stuff you've never used before run. This was still early in when I was playing Dark Souls 1. And I was using stuff like the flamberge and the not the shrotel, the server, you know, that I never had before, you know, those curved swords. And I noticed with the Silver Knights I was having a lot of trouble with them because you weren't going to do anywhere near enough damage to actually kill them with those weapons. And you needed multiple hits for the bleed and stuff like that to matter. So I looked up what the poise that those guys had. It was 50. And yeah, by two-handing the flamberge as a curved greatsword, it did just enough damage, you know, poise damage to stagger them with on any given two-handed hit. I think it might have had to be two-handed R2s, not R1s. But regardless, you know, that was the way to do it. So yeah, I really like, you know, kind of being able to analyze the math behind it and make a strategy from that. And of course, the problem is there's no way to get that information in game. All right, this is where it gets interesting. You will have to. I call them bandersnatches. I don't think they're actually that, but those cat bear critters. When you come the back way, you don't have the way of just hiding behind the trees and dealing with them like you do if you actually use the Crest of Artorias.